Alright, just gonna let the music play out, but hey, what's going on? This is all my old Bluetooth password that you prefer. We're just going to chill out for a moment before we get into more Pallworld for Fridays. Just so you know, I'm currently working on a video about Champions of Norath, which is a childhood classic of mine. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be, but I'm basically gonna give it a rundown of what the game offers in terms of story and gameplay. And apparently, here's something I had no idea about the game. Apparently it has a sequel called Champion of Arms, so I might as well do a video on that one as well. Sounds pretty exciting. Matter of fact, let's just check that out real quick. Yeah. Okay, there's nothing here. Fuck, okay. There we go. And there we go. Right. Champion of Arms. What? Come on, don't be bullshitting me right now. Return to Arms. I was spelling it wrong. It's Return to Arms. So see how long that is. Okay, just a little bit longer than the original. The original was like 11 hours. This one's 16 hours. Or it takes all day, along with like the main story and side quests. The completion is 61%, because you can, beat the main campaign like once, and then you could be with another difficulties. Just to compare to the first game, which is when you start off with like level 20 at the end of it, and then the other difficulties you will probably be at higher level each time. I never went past those difficulties. I never went past like beyond certain parts of the game. And I always let my brothers play it, but yeah, I had no idea it's just a sequel. And honestly, I would say I'm like halfway done with it. I'm on Act 3, and I'm currently writing a script for it. It'll probably take a while for it to actually get released. Because, with my sleeping schedule and whatever I'm doing like in the morning, and sometimes I don't feel like they're doing much. Very much like when I'm too tired, I want to stay focused, and I want to stay consistent with this, considering that since I had like jobs back then, and I thought it would be an issue, but then now we're here. The fact that I don't have a job makes me want to be a VTuber now. Well, in this case, a PNG tuber. But while we're here, how about just check out like a few games here. There's like a short, like for one stream. I'm not sure I'm gonna do my streams for like a continuation sake. Except for Persona 3 Reloaded, and I know I haven't been pushing off on that for a bit, not on purpose, but I just need to like play that game for a stream, like consistently. Now, like the limit is 7 to 8 hours. I'm not so sure I want to change my time. I still want to be at 6. Like I want to start streaming on Tuesday in the afternoon, just so I can so I can continue my list for one-shot retros. I'm not so sure if like the music is too loud, but I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. I don't know. But there's a lot of games here that's under 4 to 8 hours. As even if I find the right ones. Well, not sure about this one. I just need a friend. It's kind of hard to find those nowadays within the VTuber space. But it's whatever. Why is it Rocket League here? It says 49 hours for solo. Like 165 and then 279. Jesus Christ, how the... I don't know how the hell you can go complete a complete an online game like Rocket League, but all means you do you. Wonder what has like the most hours out of any game. There'll be some games that I used to have for PlayStation, you know, PlayStation Network thing. PBM, I canceled that a month ago because fuck Sony and their decision to discontinue physical games. Meanwhile, Xbox was actually trying to preserve it as best they can. Oh yeah, there's 2 of them. I bet you this is like before the loot box bullshit with Star Wars Battlefront 2. Probably a whole lot longer to beat the game. Doom 64, I haven't played that one. I mostly played the other classic Doom other than Doom 64. So maybe I have to put that on the list, put that on the wheel if I can. Which, by the way, it says that now we're here. The wheel that I made is new and improved, and it got a lot more good games here for streams. Some I haven't played before, for others that some I played, some I haven't played. I think it better be fun. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to be on Twitter on stream. That's exactly the most cleanest. If you know what I mean. I'm not so sure about Shoshova now. It will take a whole lot longer. It's gonna be hella challenging. Not the most challenging, but the platforming is what's gonna bother me the most, more than the boss fight. Not too much shooters, but there is some, you know, bullet. Okay, let's go back. Like Homefront and Bulletstorm. I play these two. I like Bulletstorm though. It is one of those B-movie type games where there's a bunch of swearing and a bunch of shooting and some interesting mechanics within it. You probably maybe used to see soon enough if that ever gets picked. Trying to see if the other ones here. Maybe this one. Guatemala. I believe I have that, but I just never touched it. It's probably not that old, but I might as well put it on a list. It looks like a sequel that I may or may not have in my library, but we just had to see. I played that one. I haven't gotten the DLC, which is received poorly, apparently. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. I had some Star Wars game, but not The Force Unleashed. Well, I haven't, but... And I have been beating it in different platforms. But doing it for a stream? I don't know. I'm not even sure I want to wait until like the next Star Wars month. Which probably won't take too long. Because I remember it was July at one point, but then I blink, it turned to August, and autumn is about to drop. It's crazy how time moves so fast. Okay, I got to destroy all humans, like the remake. Like, I'm not sure about the original. I don't have the original with me. At least for PlayStation 2. I mean, I kind of decisive between playing the remake for one night, or the classic. Don't know. I'm not so sure I wanted to do a poll anyway or not, but this one right here, this is one of the Coca Classic. Banquets. I remember playing it a long time ago, but I hadn't beaten it. Like, I played through the first cat quest right here. Not sure about the second one. I need to beat the first one. I was trying to do it like a platinum of the first one, but there are some difficulties with that one, so I'm gonna do the very best I can, getting all the achievements, all the trophies as much as possible. Because I'm not so much of a completionist, to be honest with you, and I'm not like Jared either. Like squirrel with a gun. Okay, that could be good for a stream. I could just put that in there. Even though it's not that old. But I'm still looking for games that doesn't take too long to beat. Now, let's see. I believe I do have the SpongeBob game, but I'm not so sure about playing like SpongeBob. Wait, there's a classic, you know, the classic one, and then there was a remake, and then now there's a sequel to it. I think there's a sequel, but should I add that just for shits and giggles? Probably. I'm just gonna add that for shits and giggles. And put the other one in there. Alright, I need to know exactly exactly what I'm talking about. Battlefield Bikini Bottom rehydrated. There we go. And I think I got the original one as well. No, this list keeps growing and growing as I look through this list. Look through this list from this website. Let's say and think maybe I can play this or maybe I can play that. And who knows? Oh, and the list has restarted. I don't know where the hell we went off to. Oh, Turok. That's another classic that's on the list of things I can play for a stream. And that could be fun. And I'm not sure about Halo. I've already beaten 1 and 2 and 3 years ago. I'm trying to do it for today with a Master Chief collection. I kind of fell off on that one. Plus, having difficulty to find a time to actually play games just for me, play games for a video, and play games for stream. Strangely enough, I just need to think. I just need the right motivation to actually do it, and I actually need a pattern. Because I'm just really thinking about a lot of things right now, and I think when it's out there putting this on the stream would make me wonder. And hopefully anyone out there who's willing to listen will give me some ideas. But hey, there's a lot to choose from, actually. Yeah, I know we're gonna go through this whole list, though. Minecraft Dungeons, huh? That take 5 hours? Are you sure? Because I know it takes a lot more than that, because I played that a lot. And I'm not even sure. So if I have 5 hours to be in. Alright, there's a thunderstorm. Okay, I had 22 hours on Minecraft Dungeon, and I haven't gotten close to beating it in any way. So, they must be lying. And I'm even in a completionist way, 34.5 hours for that. And and also that changes the topic to Pallworld real quick. Yeah, I was just vibing with your YouTube while getting set and ready for today's stream. To talking about Pallworld. Just to talk for a little bit.
Can't believe I have to do this. You would think that one of the most popular games in the last decade, a game that has broken sales records, that has become the second most played game in Steam history twice now, that is still averaging higher player counts than the vast majority of live service games, even some of those live service games combined, that is still in the top 10 most played games on Steam right now, even a month later. You would think that that would be the most widely discussed and widely celebrated game in the games industry. But it's not. That's right. Nobody has reviewed it. They happily covered the
because so some people are afraid of being wrong for most of it. The hell is that? Okay, there we go. Some people are wrong when it comes down to Pallworld, but it's kind of hilarious. Because if they say anything about Pallworld now, they'll get flooded with comments saying you're absolutely wrong about this game. And it's more credible and credible than any other AAA slop had come out as of late. It's kind of hilarious too. Wait a minute. I'm getting so caught up on everything. I think I've got to change the title of the stream. I've been doing a lot of scrambling around as of late. Like, not sure I had time for this, not sure I had time for that, but it's crazy.
All the drama surrounding the game, they had absolutely no problem with putting a permanent number attached to the game in early access, but they immediately fell silent the minute that this game finally made it to full release.
Oh, because of a bunch of pushies.
They're
a bunch of pussies.
And they have no idea why it's successful. Something that I think is honestly pretty obvious when you look at it, because we have an industry that's become so cynical with these $70 games that are adorned with microtransactions, all these self-serious Hollywood wannabe games that are out there, and a lot of game critics that wish that they were movie critics in a lot of cases, and a game that is priced in a way that basically anybody can afford, that's made in a way that anybody can play, and it's filling a void that AAA has left open for years. And I don't think people can stand it. So today, I'm going to do something that I have not done in a very long time. I'm going to review Pallworld because nobody else wanted to. The industry didn't want to. So I'm going to be talking about why one of the most popular games in the past decade is not being discussed. I'm going to talk.
And it's probably not even Pallworld is like the only one. Because there are some genuinely good games out there, and they're not getting the love and respect it deserves. It's ridiculous how they can kind of glance over it like it was nothing, but gives for something like Mixtape a 10 out of 10 because there's really no game there. There's really no fun, and the story isn't fun either because everyone's just a bunch of assholes.
Talk about my experience playing the game with over 300 hours of experience playing it, and why so many people just don't seem to understand why it works. It's now been a month since Pallworld reached 1.0, and a month later, it is still one of the top 3 most played games on Steam, regularly peaking at over 400,000 concurrent players on Steam. According to Analea Analytics, Pallworld has now sold more than 30 million copies worldwide and generated over $700 million.
That's one hell of a success.
Despite being developed for less than $7 million by a relatively unknown studio from Japan with amateur development. The closest comparisons from the past decade are Cyberpunk 2077, Elden Ring, Baldur's Gate 3, and Hogwarts Legacy. 4 of the biggest, most successful, and most widely discussed games in the industry. So you would think that Pallworld would be one of the most heavily covered games in existence. I mean, this is a genuine rags to riches story, an unknown studio that just made one of the biggest games of all time for practically peanuts. But it isn't. I didn't really notice this until I was streaming the other week, and I had realized that I hadn't seen anybody that was posting reviews for the finished game, so I went and looked, and sure enough, it appears like Games Media is just flat.
Well, kind of on to topic, because every time I hear Hogwarts Legacy, I get Vietnam flashbacks of the harassment, the bullying, the death threats. And it's downright stupid. Over a video game that shouldn't really affect you in it anyway, but it does for some reason. I mean, I find it baffling that a video game would get you so stressed out that it's completely optional to buy it, and it's completely optional. And for the freaks out there, especially just mandatory to block and mute anything related to you don't like. But what's the point of doing that when you can, get your clicks, get your raise bait, get all your bullshit, lukewarm, or cold ass takes on something you don't like? Because that's fun for you. That really gets you off somehow, doesn't it?
Flat out refusing to review Pallworld. A month after release, it only has 13 critic reviews on Metacritic, with only IGN and VGC being the only 2 major outlets that bothered to cover it. OpenCritic has 30 reviews, but only 9 of them are actually from 2026. The rest are from 2024. Nearly every major outlet was willing to review this game and score Pallworld during its early access when it was unfinished, but almost none of them returned to update those scores when this game finally reached 1.0. I just want to point out the absolute hypocrisy here. Notice how quickly these guys are to play favorites. When Bungie asked them to hold off their marathon reviews until more content was added, they waited and came back with glowing reviews. But when it comes to an unknown studio like Pocket Pair, they had no problem immediately handing an unfinished game a permanent score and never walking back.
Because it's not Nintendo, so why the fuck would they review it then? Like, if it's not an IP that can be... Sorry, that was a thunderstorm. If it's not an IP that can be... Thunder, will you chill out? Zeus? I'm not even just so you can hear it, but Zeus is like at my goddamn window. Anyway. Anyway, they won't reveal because they're not per Pokemon or a famous IP that they can put and insert themselves into in any way, shape, or form. So, what's the point of playing Pallworld that gives you the freedom to actually play the game?
These people had absolutely no issue with covering the lawsuit with Nintendo, accusing the game of plagiarism, or losing their minds over the fact that Pocket Pair's CEO expressed any optimism over the potential uses of AI in game development. They spent 2 years dragging Pallworld's name through the mud, but when it finally came time to evaluate the finished product, suddenly nobody could be bothered. And now you could say, oh, it's only been a month, maybe the reviews are coming. Okay, that's fine. So tell me exactly why Halo Campaign Evolved has 51 reviews when it released only a week ago. Tell me why Beast of Reincarnation has 67 reviews and it released only 2 days ago. This isn't a lack of time. It's AAA favoritism mixed with a media ecosystem that does not want to walk back what they had already said about Pallworld. They sold this game down the river, they didn't want it to succeed, and now that it has, reviewing it honestly would require these guys to admit that they were wrong or reveal that they just aren't like us. And they don't like that we like
they're
something.
They're not like us.
And
They're not like us. They're not like us. as in us video gamers actually love and enjoy video games instead of like a corporate checklist. There's other things that would qualify as a quote-unquote game. Instead of making the game, they're making a checklist. It's what do they need to put within the game, and just sell it to the masses, and hope it sells, without putting any amount of effort into it, really.
Now, because they refused to move forward, I figured I'd go back to the past to meet them myself. And back in 2024, Chris Tapsell at Eurogamer had published an article titled, "Is Pallworld actually any good? Of course not." Where he had wrote, "It's difficult to know where to begin with games like this. How do you break it down into its
I don't know
problems
whose dick you
when they're
gotta
eclipsed
suck
by its very
in
nature?
order
It's
to
a
say
simple,
stuff like that.
reverse-engineered machine
Stupid.
designed to bottle your attention and refine it into
But
concentrated
because
cash." Then when
it's like probably because it's not $70 garbage, or is that needs multiple passes in order to be a fully complete game. But it's not really a fully complete game because it had DLC that was supposed to be in the main game, but they want money.
on to quote,
but downright hilarious on
Mazobe
how they
proved that Pallworld is nothing more than a
review shit
Mazobe
games.
has said, "I have a deep-rooted desire for my work to be enjoyed by as many people as possible, and to that end, if there are any good ideas out in the world, I pick them up, and I don't think that I need to be particular about originality. I want to make something less serious, or rather more easygoing. I think it's good to create something that way, like jumping on what's trendy." Oh, no.
Absolutely base developer, base team, base company. I mean, it's just amazing how they never back down. Like for many but bullshit people they're trying to throw at this game. But all I can say about that is just keep crying. Your tears might fill up the glass. Will fill up the jar.
No, how horrible is
I'll drink it all the way up.
Refusing to take games too seriously.
Speaking of drinks, hang on.
Something that's going to appeal to as many people as possible. What an absolute tragedy. How could anybody possibly see this as a bad thing? Especially the way that he worded things. Well, that's probably because the same writer that is criticizing Pallworld is also the person that later ended up reviewing Mixtape and gave it a glowing review, telling readers to ignore what other people are saying online about it. And honestly, I don't think that there is a more damning example of just how disconnected they are. Games, media, can sit around and they can endlessly find value in a game with zero gameplay, some theater kid-level art project that's funded by the
is right next to me.
man in the world, but they somehow cannot understand why millions of ordinary players would rather spend their time with something like Pallworld. Tapsell would then go on to write, sorry, I gotta use the right voice for this. The real problem with Pallworld is less the derivative approach than its total shamelessness. It might be oddly refreshing to be so open about your cynicism.
Oh my god.
But it also has an
Wait, let me try this up in real quick. What's the most annoying voice I can think of? Because I think I had set this up in for this. Alright, I'm trying to put on voice mod and it's not working right now, right? When I was right when I'm actually trying to make it work. Hello. Okay, there we go. That's just Alright, it's just not working. I don't know why is that not working. Like, trying to voice mod here, but voice mod that don't want to do its thing. Man, I had a bit and everything, but whatever. But the dude who's running this feels like a total bottom ass bitch. Not a good kind either. I'm talking about a bottom that complains about being a bottom.
Damn, I totally nailed that, by the way. I gotta get a job in voice acting. I covered this back when Pallworld.
And I am the best marketer you can find, bitch.
How pretentious some of these writers are, or just how far they are willing to reach to misrepresent this game and try to shut it down. Of course, someone like this ended up loving it. It is a perfect game for writers who want to play art critic inside of the industry that is built around entertainment. As I said back then, I'll say it again. He was right. I do feel I am one of the very students who use other people. You know, like this game was being my blood flow. Standing tall, answer call.
Yeah, the story is low-key on the side. And not as if that's actually they're taking like the most seriously. It's just a basic rundown of what this world is. It doesn't give you a pure objective other than take out you know, the tamers of the towers. I was head into the world tree and beat the big bad boss. I mean, you can't get more simple than that. You just can't.
Around the idea of just letting you play. I mean, it doesn't even tutorialize itself or force you into hours of exposition and dialogue, just so these game writers can try to pontificate and indulge themselves like they're going to be the next Kojima or that they're writing the next Lord of the Rings. It's a game.
Yeah, for funnies is to say that, but people do like research on how to play this game like on their own, just by playing the game alone and it's mechanic by itself, or someone like me who may or may not be the brightest sometimes just look at stuff and has some ideas of their own on how to make their own base and have like base pals and battle pals separately. As for me, I want to do something slightly different from how others normally play the game, and that with my magic. And I don't really care if people complain I'm doing stuff in single player games, but I bought the game. It's my money. and I'll do whatever I want with it. And I'll have the same respect for you if you want to play the game how you play it. Especially because I already beat this game.
Basically a Gundam. You're firing a grenade launcher into packs of adorable creatures, shooting lasers across the battlefield and using an array of drones to eviscerate multi-dimensional gods. None of it makes sense, and none of it has to. You don't need to intellectualize fun or what's interesting. Nobody needed an essay about the artistic intent trying to understand why a pixelated plumber was trying to throw fireballs and jump on turtles and why that was entertaining for people. You played it, it felt good, and you just wanted to keep playing it. That's why Mario is one of the most popular games in existence. This constant need.
Yeah, and another game that the story is on the side of the game. On the side of the game, where you can save the princess, and beat up turtles for like 7 levels.
So much money and so much time. Power and all of its stupidity and absurdity, it just feels like a return to worlds. And players recognize that, and they connect with it.
At first I thought you were going to say return to form.
Just never came back to review. It's because they were just completely wrong about Power. It's a game that validates basically everything against what these guys in the industry need. It was made for a broad audience and borrowed ideas that people already liked, they knew people already liked. They prioritized gameplay over prestige, immediate fun over artistic self-importance, and they gave players an absurd amount of freedom without stopping every 10 minutes to explain why any of it was meaningful. To this writer, that is proof of cynicism, which is just absolutely embarrassing. Wanting as many people to enjoy your game? Actually cynical. Paying attention to the most popular ideas and what people like? Actually cynical. Designing something that people can lose hundreds of hours in and ultimately charge them $30 for it. Surprising enough, yes, that's actually also cynical. And that actually might be the most revealing part of this entire article, and honestly all the industry's coverage over this game, because this isn't contempt for Pallworld. It's contempt for the audience that enjoyed it. Because if 30 million people play something and we all enjoy it, and your only explanation is that they were manipulated into liking it, you aren't trying to understand those people. You've already decided that their taste is the I was half tempted to title this video Pallworld is a Wake-Up Call Part 2, because it's exactly how special this game is. It's a throwback to a series that I used to do. Maybe I can do again someday, maybe not. But that's really what...
No, I think you should.
And I think one of the reasons why Pallworld is not being reviewed right now, I don't think it has anything to do with how long the game is, or how stacked the release schedule is, or how many games that are coming out. I think part of it's favoritism, but I think the other part of it is that it simply just makes a lot of people in game media, a lot of people in the industry, very uncomfortable. Because not understanding it, not understanding why people enjoy it, not being able to enjoy it yourself, is a bit of a rude awakening to realize that the games industry might be headed in the wrong direction and has been for a really long time. And it also kind of goes to prove just how far disconnected you've become from the audience. Again, keep in mind, the active development for this game was $7 million for them to get to early access. Probably less than $20 million for those guys to get the full release. I don't know how these guys can quantify it, because they're looking at it, there's no long exposition, it's not a high piece of art, it doesn't have a star-studded voice cast or anything like that. I'm sure this game has some executive head spinning, because these guys are looking at it and they're saying,
They're literally trying to figure out what, like, rocket science when it comes down to a game that is fun to play. And it doesn't want to rip your hair out because of its shitty story, or shitty gameplay, or shitty multiplayer. Because some people just got to have fun with video games. Some people don't know how not to take itself too seriously. Some people need to realize that just because don't like the games that you like Like you're just a horrible person. Because I'll just throw it back at him and say, okay. I'm like, okay, so let's just say you play a video game and you got a white character and a black character. Which one do you choose? If you choose a white character, you're hella racist for not playing as a black character, so fuck you. You know, shit like that. I just throw it right back at him. Just throw that logic right back at him, see how hard they will fumble. Use their logic against them. They will fucking fall.
And they're like, how do you do this? How do something like this? Most of these guys don't have the ability to make a game like this anymore because they fired those people a long time ago and replaced them with people that probably think the exact same way as many of these game journalists do right now. They probably have the exact same opinions. It says a lot about the games that we're seeing. It also makes a hell of a lot more sense when you think about it. Now, the real reason I was motivated to make this video wasn't just this criticize games. What it is that I am sick of video games going out, giving and reviewing early access.
Just full of lies and slanders to a game that everybody likes, but they don't. But it's sucking the balls of games that everybody likes. Man.
Is their internet enemy of the week? They have absolutely no problem judging that game for what it was when it first came to early access and never returning to it. And I don't think that that's fair. So if nobody else wants to seriously review Pallworld, I will. I should probably preface this by saying that open world survival crafting games or anything that's adjacent to this genre, funny enough, is actually my specialty. They're not only the games that I tend to enjoy the most, but they're also the games that I put the most time into. I've nearly 1,000 hours in Terraria, probably around the exact same for Minecraft. Hundreds of hours across Satisfactory, Valheim, Enshrouded, Core Keeper, Stardew Valley, honestly, the list kind of goes on. V Rising, whatever else, I've already played most of them at this point. And now, with more than 300 hours into Pallworld, I don't know, man. I just can't put this game down. It isn't perfect by any means, but a lot of its rough edges honestly just become a part of its personality. And after playing as many survival games as I have over the years and putting in as many hours as I have, I genuinely think that Pallworld is not...
Yeah, which is another funny thing. Where sometimes the glitz and the jankiness becomes like a character in itself with certain games. And for some reason, people appreciate it. But then, like you can get people that criticize the game too much because of its glitches. I find it ridiculous. But do good glitches make the game better? Definitely not.
Honestly, one of my favorite games ever. This game,
as long as it doesn't break the game or break the fun of it, you know.
Every single game that I play, the controls are so tight, the movement feels responsive, the weapons feel good, and commanding, mounting, or directly using your pals, it's almost always satisfying. I recently played a bit of Game Freak's Beast of Reincarnation, terrible. And the camera was just so janky in that game. The movement was so uneven.
Man.
Platform to platform, it felt so wonky, and the animations were just so poorly timed.
It's like the Ghost of Tsushima or Ghost of Yote, but worse.
Not care about it. Pallworld, tight controls directly needed to basically everything that you're feeling and learning about the game, and that's kind of what just opens it up for everything else. And that's why this stuff matters so much to me. I remember in the beginning of the game, I caught a Tantrums pretty early on, and I spent hours using its slingshot to just snap myself across the map. It was so fun learning how to be able to mess with the physics that way. I was reaching places that I probably had no business going to and progressing way faster than I was probably supposed to, and man, that just feels really good. Pallworld is filled with moments like that. You try something, you're immediately rewarded for it, and then suddenly you're off chasing the next creature, material, upgrade, quest, or stupid idea that you can come up with. And I think a lot of modern games get this wrong, and it's part of why so many of these games either fail or just become completely forgettable. These guys are constantly getting in their own way. They are stacking up these tiny annoyances, bad controls, lack of freedom, things that interrupt you with unnecessary pauses like dialogue or whatever else, or they're gating progression so heavily that you feel
Yeah, like the moment you're just trying to walk around, there's always a cussing or a dialogue of someone just stopping you. It's happened frequently more nowadays than it was back then. Because I don't remember like Final Fantasy VII having that much, have the time to stop you. And just trying to talk to you in any way.
Forced to play exactly how these developers intended instead of how you actually want to play. And a lot of that comes from ego and unskilled developers. The developers become so attached to how the game is supposed to play from their experience that they forget to just let you experience it yourself. And Pallworld, it just isn't that kind of game. That philosophy extends across almost everything and ultimately makes this game better. It doesn't get in its own way of fun, and it's, I don't know, man, it just doesn't really take itself that seriously.
And I think I said something similar that before. This is one of those games where you can just play your way and not let anyone doubt you otherwise. It's because you bought the game. It's like $20. I know why you won't want to bitch at me over a $20 game where you can play yourself. Or you don't want to play it, then just let me be.
Seriously, Pocket Pair
because it's ridiculous.
Spent most of their time just building the things you would actually.
Because I don't be bitch at you with your gun and ball game.
Wasting your time.
You play for anywhere, which
barely even matter to most.
It was, but by the way, the new 2K is going to be 150. God, how those people live with their lives. But I'm the one that want to talk. I'm the one who pre-ordered for the WWE 2K25 or 26, either way. It's just a lot.
Creatures or proper death animation. They just turn into giant ragdoll balloons immediately bouncing across the ground and rolling down the hill. Some writers have criticized Pallworld for being rough around the edges and unfinished in some places, but honestly, a lot of those rough edges are extremely giving this game a lot of its purpose.
Well, no shit, it has that ragged edges. It was at early access, but now it's fully released. It has slightly less of those. I better pay attention to those quests, other than like how many species that you get, because you get bonus items that you kind of need to survive through the game.
The creature diversity goes way deeper than I had expected, probably deeper than a lot of people have even scratched the surface of yet. Their abilities, passive traits, their work suitability, and the different partner skills that create this insane number of combinations and ways for you to be able to experiment with the game. Some pals can craft, gather, farm, breed, and automate something at your base. Others support very extremely specific combat builds that I haven't even seen yet. Again, I am so mad about how this game is framed by the media, especially for calling it cynical, when this is honestly one of the deepest and most complex creature collectors that I have ever played. I mean, you could have one pal just be your damage fairy and just surrounded with creatures that do extra damage and also still setting them on fire. I then paired that with Renjishi so that I could inflict burn myself with my own weapons, Kelpsy Ignis to increase all fire damage, and then Dormantide Ignis to boost damage against burning enemies. So once I had that all,
Pokemon could never. With all those combinations there, that could be being a new mechanic for y'all. Having multiple Pokemon have like one or two abilities that can collaborate with each other. But no, it's just not that simple. Just shitty designs of Mega Evolutions.
Altogether, dude, stuff just started melting. I can't actually wait to be able to put even more into some of this build, but I haven't even seen stuff like this yet. I think it's awesome how much this game actually supports that experimentation. It rarely locks you into just doing one thing. You know, you don't even have to keep a flying pal on your team because they have the air jumps, and you can also build double jump builds for mounts that are just on the ground. You don't even have to basically even use your pals for fighting if you don't want to. You can build around them, you can fight alongside them, or you could just practically ignore it altogether. I mean, I've even watched somebody beat the entire game just using swords and no pals at all. That's what I really like about it. This game hands you systems and it's asking you what you want to do with it instead of telling you this is the correct way to play. That freedom is basically...
There really is no correct way to play Pallworld, as long as you complete the game.
Surprised me, especially the later tower and raid bosses. I expected giant health bars and all-out brawls, and well, some of that stuff definitely is still there, and you can totally just kind of bully your way through a lot of this stuff. The game does start to introduce actual mechanics. Pentalis would raise a massive tsunami that you either had to fly over and get swept away by. It had other AoEs and other abilities you had to watch out for. Other bosses would cover the ground in patterns, so you had to actually watch your positioning. Every single time I thought that I understood...
Fly, motherfucker, fly!
Every single system would
classic.
Every time I thought that I'd reached the bottom of something...
But I think it's a whole lot easier with bigger pals, especially like the fastest one.
I'll get caught climbing on invisible walls and then get stuck on those as well. The camera can also break and kind of lose itself during certain fights or getting hit by specific attacks, leaving me just kind of staring into the ground or fighting to see what's actually happening. Now, none of this stuff is game breaking, but I'm going to tell you what, it is really frustrating. And after a while, it does start pulling you out of the experience. I definitely had that problem a little bit. Pocket Pair might still be a small studio, and this might be, and this definitely actually isn't their first game, but, you know, after all the money that they've made making Pallworld, I think it's fair to be some of this very basic jank.
Yeah, the first game, kinda, and it's still in early access, called Craftopia, which is basically a blueprint for Pallworld, I believe. And it hasn't been touched that much. So some people felt like it's kind of left it, you know, to dust. But some people were afraid. Some people were paranoid even about Pallworld at the time, saying how long this one's gonna be in early access and not be completed. But thankfully, this has been fully released, as it should. Yeah. not the craziest end game,
It's not really worthwhile.
but
Exploration then loses its purpose. You don't really need to go looking for anything.
but you could just like start over and do it all over again, and that's the best I can do. The only thing is, I don't have much friends to play it with.
I go from using creatures that I like to building around whatever strategy can actually survive and conserve health. Now, I don't mind
I think also the best I can do is do this Nuzlocke challenge and I randomize all the pals.
building instead of just brute force and that's where I land with Pallworld. It's flawed, sometimes janky, and the end game loses some of the freedom that makes the rest of the game and the rest of the experience feel so special. But Pocket Pair still has
Man, I know this boss is gonna be a pain on a Nuzlocke.
Trust me, be able to find my own fun. It gives me a world full of systems, creatures.
Because even when I have overpowered pals,
and I think that's what the media missed here. It's really sad that
even though I have overpowered pals and the IVs are up, the attacks, the damage, and everything is up in max level. It's still to take some time to actually beat the final boss, which I like. Even with the world settings, hence you can like put it, and you can max out the attack that you put out compared to what all the enemies put out. It's still to take some time to beat the final boss, especially on hard mode, when it has like 4 million health. Yeah, I believe it was for 4 million. And I basically use like all my best pals, either for battle or for base, to stand a chance. It was hella laggy. I probably should record it, but whatever. It was a fun time though. Just having all my pals just defeat this one big giant white dragon.
They did. They were so focused on what Pallworld represented to them, where its ideas it came from, and what kind of people enjoyed it, that they never seriously engaged with why the game worked. Popularity doesn't automatically make something good, and Pallworld deserves honest criticism, but it also deserved an honest review. Beneath all the controversy is a game that understands something that the rest of the industry has increasingly forgotten. Sometimes people just want to play. Sometimes people just want to play. And after more than 300 hours, I still don't want to stop. I love this game, man. I really do. There's just something special about it.
Yeah, Pokemon fans are hella coping about this game, and it's hilarious.
Part of it's just the game's personality. It's the way the creatures look. It's how they, turn into rolling balls when they die. It's just some of the unfinished stuff, or some of the crude humor, or whatever it might be. It just keeps me coming back to it. And, another part of it is, too, is that the game just largely slaps in the face of modern game design. And I love that so much. And I wish that more people in the games industry would put themselves aside and just look at the game a little bit more thoroughly and give the game more of a shot, because they could probably learn a lot from it. I think the games industry needs to move in the direction of games like Pallworld and go back to just worrying about being fun and not really worrying about what other people think about you. But, the only thing that really keeps me from saying that Pallworld is like my favorite game of the genre, or could be my favorite game of the genre, is that it doesn't really have that much replayability. At least I'm not seeing it having that much.
Yeah, you can try your best with replayability. Just put in a challenge on it. But I know people say, can you beat the game in 100 days in Pallworld hardcore mode? Stuff like that. Just they're essentially treating it like Minecraft. Yeah, because there's so many things you can do in Minecraft, but end game is kind of low with Minecraft, so they just make up their own challenges to make it fun.
With other people or something like that. A game like Terraria, the reason why I keep coming back to it year after year after, I'm literally going to be playing it right after I finish this video. The reason I keep coming back to it is because every single time I play it, it feels dramatically different every time I do. And it's because of those different builds that you can take, and those builds require a lot of dedication to be able to get all the pieces for and progress all the way through. A lot of things hard to explain in a video. You know if you know in a lot of cases. But Pallworld doesn't really have that because you're not really locked to building around certain creatures. You're not locked to building around certain gear and presets and stuff like that. And that's really good. It gives you a lot of freedom to be able to do whatever you want, but it also takes away some of the feel of being able to, have a different progression path when you go to play it a second time. It's a game that you're going to come back to play if you're going to be playing with other people, or if
and I feel like if I find other people to play this game, well, even if I do, I need to find the divine appropriate time just for like 3 other people to play this without much worry about it.
They add more content, and chances are with Pallworld they're going to be definitely adding more content. If I had to say there was anything that I wish I could see in the future for Pallworld, I definitely think it needs evolutions or fusions. One of the two. Like, whether they do the traditional, evolutions that you see with like Digimon or Pokemon or something like that, I want to see some visual progression of my pals in the game, and that visual, like, show of power is really cool, and it's one of the most attractive parts of those games, and I hope that ends up coming to this game. And with the creature designs that they already have and how ridiculous they kind of get for some of this stuff, the best place for them to be able to go is really interesting. But I said this again in like the media breakdown part of it, the media take with it, but I think like one of the things that's really obsessed with this game is the fact that it did not care about it. It goes to show how unfairly some of these games are treated by the wider industry. And it really worries me for indie studios, and it really worries me for early access games. Because while these guys will sometimes go back to change their scores with some games, we've already seen that they don't want to do it with others, and if those games do not align with them, or their goals, or their narrative, or whatever it is,
probably because they're lazy cowards that just don't want to be right. Oh, well, they don't want to be wrong about the game that everyone enjoyed. They would rather die on that hill. A hill with no grass because they hadn't been touching the grass for a long time.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, they rather die on the non-green grass hill rather than to say, you know what, I think I was wrong about this game. And even you're not that interested in the game because it's a survival game, that's completely fine too. Just don't fuck up anybody's fun just to push your agenda into the people's faces about games that you enjoy. Right, because that just makes you want to play the game that you like less. And the same thing with shows and anime. Just don't be a dick about the things that you like. But no, I think I had enough screwing around with this. How about we actually get us started with playing the game? Let's start this up and just chill with some Pallworld. Okay, just make sure the game actually shows up. There we go. Now, I don't particularly have to beat the game now, but I'm just going to take this time to explore some dungeons. And I'm like still low leveled for like the other areas here. I'm still low leveled for like some certain materials. So if I'm completely stuck with certain items, I can just easily go forth and get, and I could do that. All right. Something's off. I'm sure it says it's supposed to be like randomized, but I don't exactly see any like true randomization. Maybe because I'm in the maybe because I'm is the randomizer off? Can't be, can it? I don't know how. I didn't know that could be a thing. Yeah, completely random. It's just not showing it for me. It's weird. Maybe I should just stop worrying about it. It'll probably be random in the few. Like, see, there we go. I could actually just travel to the Troario island. Good thing I have mods here. Makes things a bit more easier. Because I never thought about adding mods to this game, like for early access. But now the game is officially out, and actually if I find some good ones, I might as well go through them all. Not all mods, but at least the mods are helpful. Like a good quality of life mods. Kinda like the map you just saw. And also for breeding, but for the sake of this challenge, the Nuzlocke challenge, I won't be doing any breeding. Oh shit. exhibitions are a whole lot shorter, which I really enjoy. I like doing exhibitions for items I don't feel like get in by myself. Just sitting here mindlessly catching pals. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh wow. That's a lot of them. Alright, let's send you out. Deal with all that. It's hard to turn down on Pal's health regeneration. Maybe. Yeah, maybe I should do that, but I'll probably gonna do that later. Once we release like later stages within the game, where they're actually gonna hit you severely. Oh, so they need to turn that on. Yeah, the counter up there. Only one was took it out. Also, they need a nickname. This is like how A's is taking everyone out. Now, if I particularly want to use this Pal, and I have multitudes of those, I'm gonna have to condense them, because I can't like use Pals that have been already died. Just make it challenging. Because I'm not so sure if that particular rule is what a traditional Pokemon Nuzlocke does, where you can't use the same Pokemon that you already had and is dead. But I kind of like that rule. And how they're still moving around and they're dead. Oh shit. I also like to do some off-screen activity when it comes down to this game. Look, even when I rank up the cash rate, like for this particular world, still difficult in a way when I don't have the right spears for it. But this is crazy. So, anyone's willing to listen or watch. How's everybody else doing? Since I'm posted on YouTube as well, post it down in the comments what you think about Pallworld. Like for me, is like what Legendary Drop said. Shout out to Legendary Drop, who may or may not be Smugglana in disguise. But it is the absolute freedom you can have with this game. Alright. Yeah, this is really like how this game looks sometimes. Doing these like crossovers with other games that people love, Terraria and Overkill. I think another game that I played a little bit, and that was kind of addictive. A fast run and gun game. Probably a good idea to wear the glasses so I won't downright kill all of them. Because forget all the actually trying to get the stuff, you know, manually, traditionally. Because I always beat in this game in early access, I've been in this game for full release. So I have the freedom to do whatever I want with it. Come on, get inside. It's not gonna hurt. Also, despite all the bonus stuff I'm getting, you know, for these pals, they can probably still die if I'm not careful. And I know, the boss is gonna be a pain to deal with, despite me constantly leveling up. Because I'm not really doing much when it comes down to the stats of the pals. Jesus Christ, hold the fuck still. I don't know, sometimes I just don't feel like using like my best spears. I was about to say best balls. And the fact that this game gives you the freedom to give out so much damage or so little damage, either from you or from the enemy, is refreshing. Because you don't particularly have to play like Dark Souls, but you can. Now, I don't want to be too technologically advanced for this particular gameplay. Oh shit. Alright. Like, what's cool about this map here, this map mod, it just shows me nearly everything within the game, especially stuff exclusively from East World. I'm supposed to go? Okay, this place here. So my mind's when we'll grab the materials for this place. And the good thing about it, I don't have to worry about the temperature. Because I went through and got, you know, the items to really help me out. And you don't particularly have to follow the story to a T. You don't really have to. You can just go up to the towers and just beat them one by one. Ah, bless you. Bless me. Okay. For kindling, alright. Bet. Now also add a mod where you can throw your pals. That used to be a thing. Oh, okay. There's an enemy right behind me, I didn't notice. Okay. Man, this is the best way to travel. I don't need no flying mount either. Not sure I want to add, you know, the super advanced wings once I reach up to level 80. Kind of like how this particular lock picking isn't as frustrating because you can do it as many times as you want to. fighting. Who's fighting? Not without me, you're not. Okay. That's what I was looking for. Oh crap. Got this K-away in this game. Wait, there was a Papal that's like all about carrying weight. Oh man. Let's just take half of this real quick. I can always get more. Man. Might as well just use that up. I need more, of course, than I need ore for obvious reasons. Let's just head to this dungeon real quick here. Then we'll just head back back home, and then like restock and reorganize. And then what have I gotten? So much carry weight, but at the same time, very little. Yeah, I know my stuff is like all over the place, but I don't care, particularly for this game kind of gameplay. What? Oh, and it crashed. Cool. Okay. Okay, well then, that happened. Just as the disconnect. It's probably gonna take some time until like the mods are updated, or maybe I could turn them off. But damn. Well, maybe I should turn them off in order to like play the game right. Wow, this is ridiculous. Right. Yeah, let's just start this up, and like to turn off the mods for a moment. Because once I turn off the mods, the game will restart. Looks like I'm gonna have to beat this as fast as I can now. Instead of just crashing like everything. Oh, even there's one mod that has been activated, but that's not the cause of the crash. So the cause of the crash is that some of these mods need to be updated because the game very recently updated. So I'm gonna turn these off and actually to try to beat the game as quick as I can. Even though this is not your traditional Nuzlocke or randomizer at the moment, I just don't feel like dealing with technical difficulties during stream or during recording, which is why it's kind of lowers my confidence in a way. Just need to find like quick, easy fixes, but it's never easy and it's never quick. Hey, just let people play the game, and everything will be fine and dandy. Okay, we're back. Okay. Also gives me more than enough items to more items than expected for ease expedition. But I'm gonna say that for later, because I don't feel like waiting, and I'll just wait until all the mods are like updated. And there's not a lot of ground, but at least some waypoints are up and at them here and there, and it's not like it's all hard to get to, especially with the mod that fully reveals everything. I guess it's still get it. I guess it's still get to certain spots. Especially when I know where some of these spots are. Alright, let's just grab the treasure chest. Alright, since we got a new power here, I'm gonna give him a name. And the obvious choice is Luna. Because once a brony, always a brony, and I wish... No, I don't really wish I wasn't. I made plenty of friends being that way, but can't just say that there were some regrets. There's been a few. The broken for friendship comes along with the fandom as well, which is kind of ironic since this is a show about friendship. Because I've been a brony since 2013. That's like at the end of season 3. Not really gonna spoil much if most people are just dying to know what happened in season 3. It was supposed to be the final season, but then they made like 6 more seasons after that, so altogether is 9 seasons. And there's no proper end to the spin-off that is Question Girls, which is another can of worms. I know you can dig when you're on top of your mount. Yeah, I don't know how much pals gonna go through when it comes down to the final boss and and the other pal, but oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, wait. Oh, man. But a good thing that doesn't affect my pal. God. Alright, let's deal with the rest of them. Now, I remember this spot here. This is a spot that, I think in a different spot too. The spot where like a speedrunner trying to get to max the level as fast as they can. It's kind of fascinating. Just look at one of my streams that I haven't exactly made clips for yet, or like pay attention to that much, because I'm really trying to see what's good and what's not good. It's more experimental type thing. Because I don't know, already lost so many things. You know, at the beginning of this year, and now we fast forward to now, where I've been dipping in and out of like streaming and making content before all this. And trying to do this now is it's kind of stressful. Not gonna lie. Is any of this any good? Is this any good? I don't know. I became a perfectionist. I think I'm becoming a perfectionist in a way where I started worrying about will I watch this video? Probably not. And if it doesn't sound any good, then what's the point of uploading it? What's the point of making a video if shit that doesn't go your way? But it's all about trial and error. It's all about trying out when it comes down to things like this. You never know what works until you actually try doing it. I think that's the beauty of it, especially when you're your own boss and you don't have to be reliant on a company. You know, like Sojo, or Niji Sanji, or Hololive. Wait, what the hell are those? I'm surprised I haven't seen these pals. Well, I have seen it because, you know, I actually caught all of them with the other gameplay. I caught every single pal. I just haven't paid attention to any of them much. But basically I'm just paranoid when it comes down to content creation. Don't know if it's good or not until I actually upload it. Until I actually stream it, until I actually edit it. When I actually do any of these things, I'm not sure if I'm good at any of these things until I actually put some effort into it. Yeah, not particularly want to go super high tech, but I want to get to the ones I can still use, like actual bullets, like ammo, stuff like that. Like no lasers, no plasmas, just like there's like physical, like bullets, you know, for pistols and rifles, stuff like that. Should I add that to the rule? Probably. I mean, it's your game. Play it how you want it. Don't let anyone wants to say you can't play the game how you want. Unless it's multiplayer, because if you cheat on my multiplayer, then you should just go fuck yourself. Yeah. Like how I was just to say, let's just deal with the the leaders, the tamers. I just don't. I'm just doing everything but that. Especially as you notice, I can still die if I'm not careful. How is the legendary makeshift handgun cost more damage than the actual gun? I find that crazy. But yeah, my rusty flesh tape looking model of a gun deals more damage than most of the others. Look at that slow. Now I need to shoot. It's funny how I never truly take the time for these dungeons like I did in early access, because I would just go going through going through stuff here and there. Now not exactly truly focus on these games mechanics with this world in particular. I'm just a small boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Let's probably go ahead and eat something and get right back into this. Okay, little birdie, come down here. There we go. Oh, it's really gonna be a bit difficult once the pals I have starts falling and dying, and I need to quickly level up the other pals. This is no breeding. I'll just use any pals I can get. Oh, shit. I'll just use it for faster traveling anywhere. Oh yeah, but I forgot to turn off the mods. So I had to do it the normal way. Like a Neanderthal. Okay, so I can't so I can't make the other advanced weapons until I get this one. Well, I can't get any ancient stuff right now. And that's not exactly the main goal. But I could get started just a little bit. What else is this? What else does this thing need? Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't make AI cores like anywhere. Like, I use my magic off screen, but I don't feel like using my magic right now because it'll probably crash again. And I don't either. I heard what about people's sanity dropping, especially when I had to work them like so hard, which is something I don't like to do for obvious reasons. You know, based on my skin color. But if I just have some of these on hand, okay, let's actually use this. Since this also can hold a lot of stuff. Don't know why I turn this on. I rarely get rated anyway, and had the money to do so. Okay. Not fooling around. Let's actually do this thing. Just go straight into the tower and start wrecking shit. Sometimes I even forget which type they're on until it's too late. Oh yeah, the crazy guy who made a pal out of other pals. Look at him go. Alright, Arizona, finish him off. Don't just stand there. Help him out real quick. My goodness. That's what I'm talking about. Doing that. I'm still used to. There you go. I think you can expand it. You know, expand the length of the grappler. Okay, let's see. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. I don't know how to do much for this one. What you get? Oh shit! They were not playing. Good thing you to take them all out in one hit. Well, almost all of them, but whatever. Probably gonna like delete this world after I beaten this again, because this is kind of just all over the place. You know, the main goal is clear, and that is just beat the game. Damn it. Okay. Keep doing that. I used to just fast travel whenever the hell I want to. Ooh. Let's head over here. Oh. Oh, my. No, I think for this one, since the difficulty. Sorry, I've been drinking. The difficulty will get higher and higher. I can just put certain powers that I don't want up front, so that my best one can still survive for the long run. Because the final boss is gonna have a lot of casualties. Okay. Alright, old man. Let's do this. Ah, shit. Okay. There we go. Almost dropped my phone. Which, I don't normally say this, but having an iPhone just for VOD tubing would be helpful. Because I haven't exactly to test it out on Android since I don't have an official thing for it, official model for it. Plus, I don't particularly know how it works. Oh, that's fucked up his whole body right there. What the hell happened to him? Just look at him. You just don't know what to do. I love this game. Right. With this one, I have no choice but to do this. The actual plot, no. Because I can't truly advance forward unless I do this. And it's going to be the same thing once I release the world tree, and I have to defeat other bosses in order to progress. To consent my Pallworld to aggro them. Because once I beat this game, it's gonna be, I'm gonna be playing Pokemon, but like not any of the original versions. I'm mostly gonna be playing like ROM hacks of them. I only have like 3 of them in mind. Yeah, that way we can play. Not so what else we're gonna need to do on Friday after I beat all those 3. But I could continue forward with like RPG for like both Friday and Saturday. Then keep playing like retro games for Tuesday, Sunday. Speaking of which, yes, I should spin the wheel. Spin the wheel on what game I could play for a stream. It's Tuesday. kind of annoying without the mods. I just you used to the mods now. This is crazy. Cause I'd be beating this game without it. Now I just don't know what to do without him. That's just basically how I feel about any game that I just being with my own, just being with my own hands. Okay. Okay. I was just to get a flying pal just for this. Yeah, let's head back to base and get a flying pal. Any of them will do fine. No, technically there's a rule of me using like pals for fun I had with the data center. But to tell me that I can't either. used to have a plan, but now that plan has gone to shit because it crashed. I don't feel like having it crash again. Okay. We're almost done. Then we'll go on our way to the final boss, but I feel like taking him out the other way. Just by increasing my attack for just a moment before we enter. Just to see how ridiculous that fight is. Even with like legendary weapons and mass out skills and stats. And even when it's like even when it's all maxed out, it's still a chore to deal with. That's just to show you that this game is not as easy as everyone think it is. Make it easy as you want to, make it as hard as you want to. Because the game allows you to do that. So, I'm gonna keep saying this over and over if I want to. There's no wrong way to play Pallworld. That's showing me one of those people that nitpick everything someone else does. It doesn't fit with your gameplay and your views. And fuck you if you do that. Alright, that's finally open. Now let us get over there. Let's see if I can maybe make it. There we go. Didn't really change the stamina for pals, because want to do is like normally, but I guess that's out the window. Now I may or may not lose this. No, but the game doesn't end until me and all my pals I have currently in my party perish. Not much of the damage I can do here. Hey, how about you focus on the dragon, not on me? That would be extremely helpful. Oh shit. Okay, maybe. Okay. Alright. I need to get out of the way. Oh. Ah, damn. And there I go. There's not much I can do. Let's see. Oh, wow. It didn't give me a chance. Okay. Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with this. Because like, imagine if I put like hardcore permadeath on on me. I would had to be restarting the game over and over and over again. So I'll just shorten it to pals and just see what's gonna happen. And I don't know if I feel like that's a fun stream. Because why I'm doing this is just to see like what happens, just to see what's going on, just to experiment what I can do. Oh, and it crashed again. You know what? You know what? I should like end this early because like I can't really deal with it that like crashing over and over again. I was just trying to beat it on a challenge that I can't even do like fully and completely traditionally. It just, I tried doing it at Nuzlocke, but it just wasn't for me, like at all, because I always just seem to fail. And this is one of the prime examples. So probably gonna end this stream here and get us something to eat before I pass out. So follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Blue Sky once given an opportunity. Don't forget to get the like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube so you want to see me play next. And for One Shot Retro, so it's gonna be Spawn Armageddon on GameCube. And on Tuesday, we're gonna spin the wheel or what's gonna to occur on Tuesday. Is going to be Hall of Jovrids. Javid. Whatever that name is in Gunslinger. A game I haven't played, and it's in a game I may not have on PC, but for Tuesday, that's the game we're gonna be playing. So until next time, bye bye.